Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LRS GT. A new entry to the LRS series. This is all just a test season. We'll be finding out who will, of course, be winning the test season, and also just for feedback and see what people think of this. So currently we have 0 points across the board, but we are about to start the race of Mugello round 1. Who will be racing it? We're taking a look. We have Metro coming out of the pits. We have 20 cars, lots of them are, of course, pro drivers. Some of them are M drivers, or I would say some of them are veterans, so some of them are newcomers. For example, we have a veteran right here, Metro. The car that he drove, or the car that he will drive in the LRS Legends Endurance, because he'd be driving in GT3 category. We're looking at ARC right now in the number 66. Nissan GTR. ARC also wanted to partake within the GT series. Very interested in it. As he's also getting ready to start his lap. You have lots of drivers already coming out of the pits and doing their laps. We're also looking at Demi Hollywood right here. This is, of course, a qualifying session here in the LRS GT and Mugello. Looking at Ricky, also in the number 5, driving a Ferrari GT3. Driving a bit of a familiar livery that we have seen before. Mostly on his car during the Roblox era. Of course, the Persona 5 one, but this time he's doing it for Persona 5 Strikers as opposed to Persona 5 Real. Also looking at Jimmy Fuego in the number 32, Mercedes MG GT3. Violet about to start her lap, one of the rookies. As Jimmy, of course, a driver that has a lot of legendary moments during his career. A few wins here and there, got himself a Daytona win during the Roblox era. And in the Assetto Corsa era, he of course got himself a win at the Puma 15 at Talladega. So he does have a win at Talladega. While his teammate Kanzi, who are both from the Buckshot Bros, together in every series, in stock car in GT and Formula, they have decided to leave stock car despite their reputation. But hey, I ain't mad. These are the guys they want to push their legacy into a different area, if I have to say so myself. But to put it like that, I would say. Looking at Metro, also about to start his run in a bit. He's already starting his run. But to cross the line, the number 11. Looking at Smoker, I think that was across the line. As also looking at Slavenod, who also partaking in the series. And Violet being in pole, that's completely wrong. It's actually Metro, but for some reason the game bugged out. There we go. Now it's Metro. Took a minute. Now Metro pole position with a 154. And Violet immediately snatching it from the 21 with a 151. 561, as I was just about to say, Metro's run. As Ricky also swoops in, gets himself that spot. Immediately Art getting to the pole position time with a 150. MTL crosses the line with a 148, 2 seconds ahead. And it tough to get it immediately follow along with MTL. Denny crossed the line, taking himself a 7th spot. Immediately gets pushed down to 9 by both Demi and JKR. Will both cross the line. And now Denny even being pushed lower. Currently your top 10, Blue the Demon, Demi Hollywood, JKR, Ricky, Violet Sky, Smoke Arrow, Renachi, Arc, Intoxicated, and MTL. That being your top 10 here at Mugello during the qualifying session, as we have less than 9.5 minutes remaining. Let's see which of these 20 drivers could still put a dent in the current standings for the race. Unless everyone just cannot seem to improve. Hopefully they will improve. I would love to see a bit more stirring. Well, we definitely got some bit of stirring. As we now have Kanzi in 9th, pushing JKR to 10th, and Demi out of the top 10. Station in the 71. And of course in the 72, Ackerman Motorsports Chevy Camaro. I'd say Ackerman Motorsports Chevy Camaro. Ackerman Motorsports Mercedes AMG GT3 from JKR. Of course, he drives the Chevy with same team, Ackerman Motorsports, and it's a bit of a motorsport battle between multiple. Well, I would say two, because there's Ackerman Motorsports and there's also Phantom Motorsports team, which both of them are duking it out. As the top 10 is still the same, with JKR in 10th, Kanzi in 9th, Ricky in 8th, 7 is in Violet Sky, 6 Smoke Hero, 5 Renachi, 4 Shiny, 3 Arc, 2 Intoxicated, and 1 MTL. Taking a look at Ricky, the driver who actually had a pole run for a minute, but he nearly got it snatched away by a bunch of other drivers that straight up swooped in. Could have Violet Sky trying to get ahead of Metro, which the driver that was on professional pole for the first run immediately got sacked all the way to 17th spot. Taking a look at Smoke Air, the number 95, the driver that was the three-time champion during the Roblox era, and had a decent fair amount of points in the LRS Assetto Corsa era. Looking at Demi Hollywood in the McLaren 660S GT3. And we also have Artie Choki, also known as Artie, the driver who was a rookie during the Roblox Season 3 Roblox era of LRS. Became a champion right away during his rookie season, which was never seen before. But we did have a moment where that was really close, and that was with Flappa, who was really close to getting himself a top spot, as both the Mercedes were together. Now it's being JPR and Denny. But on the leaderboard is a bit different, as those two are now they're 5 positions split. They're split between 5 positions. JKR in 10th and Denny Allison in 15th. NTL in the pits, as he is either getting more stuff, ready to do more runs, or he's just confident enough with his current run. But also going to the slick for the qualifying session. as we now have less than 5 minutes remaining here in Mugello for the qualifying session. With, of course, 20 drivers on the field, we will also have little things like bonus points, not only for pole position but also for fastest lap, since we do now have a system which checks fastest lap, and also for the top 10, the driver in 10th will get 1 point, and the driver in first will get 10 points, and just count from 10th to first, just count from 1 to 10. That's really how it goes. Looking at Blue Demon, the driver I was talking about, who also has a motorsport team, which is Phantom Motorsports team. He does drive the McLaren 650S and puts that McLaren 650S into the podiums. Very unexpected from Blue, but he's putting a little bit of a contact between both of the McLarens. Well, Blue putting that McLaren to the top spot, incredible. To the podium, the top 3 right there. But as I was saying, before I got completely cut off, Blue driving for the Phantom Motorsports team. He of course has Phantom Phantom is an actual like a car brand in BeamNG, but they decided to drive with the GT3 cars here and also partake within the GT series, but also more concentrated on the production and also the progress on the rally series, as that's more of his aim and GT's more of a side gig. Looking at Ricky, currently in 9th during the qualifying session. JKR immediately snatching that podium spot from Blue. Gets himself a 155.20, but not anything fast enough for the pole position. But JKR immediately just smacking Blue out of the top 3. Incredible right there. So we have less than 2 minutes remaining here at Mugello. Shiny going into the pits. Ellie, the other rookie Brazilian driver, did a bit of sim racing. Also has a fair share of history on Roblox with racing. Now in the LRS series. Less than a minute remaining here. MTL still pole position with a 148. 489. Intoxicated in second. And JKR in third. Blue in fourth. And Arthur in fifth. Shiny in sixth. Renacci in seventh. Smoker in eighth. Violet Sky in ninth. And Ricky in 10th. Chica's about to go into the pits. I don't know, Blue's already doing his run. But it did not look like it, as Ellie is also about to get her run done. how about Intoxicated, as the qualifying session has just finished? Where will Intoxicated put the Trash Gang Porsche 911 GT3? Puts it still in second, but not in pole position. Unfortunate for the number 16. How about the 7? Can he put that Ferrari a bit higher on the field? No, he didn't. No real change to the top 10. How about Solana? Could she possibly shake the entire grid? Could she blow away the entire grid? Goes in the pits. How about Metro? Also heading straight for the pits. Cuts off his run. But look at Anastasia, all the way at the back of the field. As badly as already, but Anastasia, they get us up to 18th. As we are about to go 5 lights. And we are about to go green, racing in for 10 laps. At Mugello with the LRS GT. Stacia really trying to find a way. Oh, they're about to go 3 wide over there in the back. Oh, multiple cars being beached over there, a bit in the grass. But they luckily got control over their cars. We're still taking a look at the pack ahead and also a tiny bit on behind. Pack is still together. Oh, Violet went a bit wide. Ricky caught her lacking. Now to take advantage of the situation. As right there, Blake Ezio got overtaken by Anastasia. As the 71 is really trying to fight for the field, as right there, it looks like Intoxicated is trying to overtake Blue. And so is Ricky trying to overtake Violet Sky, as Jimmy Fuego is doing the same thing to Kanzi. Got himself ahead of his own teammate, and now is gonna hunt down the other Ferrari. Ellie could go for an overtake over there. Did not really happen. Pack is still together. Good to know. Good to know. About to go into lap 2 MTL. Still leading the race, but JKR with the fastest lap so far could snatch away that extra bonus point from MTL. As it looks like Violet Sky is really trying to sneak her car in between. As Constance gets ahead of Danny Allister. Blake is also trying to fight for the field right now. Not having a great qualifying session, but let's see what the Canadian could bring out right here. Driving at number 39. Sakia Izayoi, Toho, Gensokyo Radio, Nissan Skyline GTR. As Constance is trying to overtake right there on Renacci, did not really work. Has to try it again, but we'll back out and give it another shot. As Ellie is also trying to overtake Danny Allister right there. But now Danny's also a bit ahead of Kanzi. Ellie is also trying to partake within the battle, gets ahead of Denny, and now is going to hunt down that Ferrari. Looks like the driver all the way in 20th is completely lost. Has no momentum compared to all the other drivers. Still a big pack leading. Looking at blue. Currently right behind JKR. He wants to get that second spot and overtake MTL. But JKR also trying to make sure that he does not lose that spot. And also making sure that it does not become a McLaren 1-2 either way. As JKR's teammate is right behind him. That being intoxicated in the Porsche 911 GT3. As they're about to go into lap 3. So a Violet Sky is going to overtake Mugello and get herself that 7th spot. Renacci immediately trying to partake in the battle. Now Renacci on the inside of Mugello. Can she get ahead? Yes, she can. But does she have Mugello shaken off? No, Mugello immediately trying to cut down on a couple turns. Now has to stay behind Renacci, and now both the Filipinos are in 8th and 7th, as now Ricky is trying to swerve in, intervene with the BMW just to get that Ferrari ahead, but it just didn't work. He's gonna try again. Ricky is fighting with tooth and nail here, Mugello, but just could not see or fathom to get ahead of Mugello. Looking at Danny Allister, the driver who was actually someone in the top 10, lost it all the way, is now down to 13th position. Very unfortunate right there. Looking at Violet Sky, currently in 7th. Bit far away from Arc and Shiny. But she could definitely pull that pack over there. Knowing how fast the 94 is around this place, driving the Porsche 911 GT3 Capcom Street Fighter Chun-Li livery. Looking at the battle right here. Both of the Trash Gang drivers are in 2-3. Got to go into lap 4. MTL still leading the pack by a big margin, but JKR and the Taxicator are both trying to get ahead of that pack. Now Ricky has front row seats to this battle right here. He's going to turn that 3D into 40. As Danny Allison immediately swoops in, tries to get ahead of Ricky right here. And Ricky now has to fight against Danny Allister, who took that spot away from him and got himself closer to that top 10. As Mugello is pushing Ellie a bit wide. Ellie is not going to back out from a fight. No way. Now Jim Fuego trying to intervene within the battle. Had to back out a bit. Both of the Mercedes and the Ferrari all trying to overtake a Lamborghini and a BMW. So 93 is really bringing that car to the top 10, which is good. Really good. Oh, Ricky went a bit wide over there. That did not sound fresh on the vehicle. Oh, Mugello also going a bit wide over there. across the line. Bernacci all about to go into lap 5, half of the race already being led by MTL so far. A driver, MTL, a driver that joined the M Series during Roblox era and just one of the all-time greatest M Series driver to ever come out of M Series in general. Or one of the best drivers to come out of M Series into Pro. He is a whole different beast on the racing tracks. Taking a look at Smoke Hero right now. It's about to get overtaken by Denny Alistair, who's trying to scheme, look around, find a way to get ahead of the 95. But the 95 is not just going to get that spot away. Oh, Ellie pushing Renacci a bit wide, completely off the track. Both of the drivers. Ellie beaching the vehicle. Renacci beached the vehicle and are now both out of contention. Very, very terrible way to start the season for these two drivers who are now have beached their vehicles. Oh my good God. And the driver all the way in 20th slot. No, that's really unfortunate for the 69. Taking a look at the other drivers who are now in the top 10. Now Denny, because of that incident, Denny now has a free spot in the top 10. Oy, 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 oy. Not a great way to start the season in any way, shape, or form. But everything could change within half of the season, so I'm not gonna be a downer upon that situation too much. But it is very unfortunate that that did happen. As also in that situation, Blake Easyjoy is now close to the top 10. And Demi Hollywood could also swoop in and also get himself into the top 10. Maybe try to overtake Blake Easyjoy if Blake does not step on the gas more. But it depends on how much patience does Demi have behind Blake's vehicle. Well, answer is a little. As he immediately tries to go for an overtake on Blake. It did not work. Blake is still ahead. Jimmy's trying to overtake on Smoke Girl right here. It's really close, but Smoke Girl, or just backed off to make sure he does not hit Smoke Girl and make the same mistake as what happened with Renacci and Ellie as he just drifted there for a second. Very cool, but don't give me a heart attack like that. Demi trying to overtake a Blake on the outside. Can he do it? No, he cannot. But now switches, goes on the inside. And now he's side to side with the 39. About to go into lap 7. Anastasia also trying to partake within the battle here. Wisconsin is trying to get ahead of Smoke Hero. Jimmy very close to being overtaken with Smoke Hero, but Smoke Hero himself can just not find a way to get ahead. Demi still trying to get away or find a way to get ahead. As a driver in first place, aka MTL, is already over 8 seconds ahead of Intoxicated. MTL currently in a race of his own. Over 11 seconds already. Looking at Ellie. Ooh, gets a bit wide. Now behind Slaughternaut after a very unfortunate crash for Renacci. Which I know that was not the intention of either of the two drivers. I think it's just simply a driver accident. Honestly, on the inside of Smoke Gear, can he overtake the Brit? He gets side to side, and now he has Smoke Gear in the rear view mirror. But that BMW will not back down. He will fight back as much as he can. Taking a look at Xacia, close to Demi, is able to overtake him at any second. And Blake all the way in 15th, lost on multiple spots. Taking a look at Ricky trying to get ahead of Shiny right here. Currently in 8th, trying to turn that 8th possibly to a 5th depending on how the entire pack goes. Don't underestimate the driver. Don't underestimate the number 5. An absolute legendary sports car driver. Well, is legendary stock car driver. Multiple occasions he has been in the title decider during the Roblox era. And he's also a driver who has won the Daytona title decider, or the Daytona finale. In the LRS stock car series, I think he's the first ever driver to win the Daytona finale. He's about to go into lap 9. Still looking at the battle between Ricky, Shiny, Violet, Sky, and Arc. All in a battle for 5th position. I'm taking a look at Shani, also trying to find a way to get ahead. And the number 1 that also will be driving that exact same car in the Legends Endurance, as we are about to wave. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Yes, white flag, 1 more lap to go. I was correct. MTL already leading by a big margin. As Intoxicated just crossed the line. MTL just exited turn 1. That's just to put in perspective of how fast that man is right now. Lots of grass over there, lots of debris. As it is getting a bit darker, although it's the final lap, it is getting a bit darker the sun is setting and the headlights are getting turned on. It won't be a night race, but it is getting a bit darker as Violet Sky immediately tries to go for an overtake right here. Gets that spot and gets herself into the top 5. Fantastic overtake on the 66 as Shani's immediately trying to swoop in. Gets herself the 6th spot and makes Ark's entire race be worthless at this point. But Ark could still fight back and get himself that remaining spots here at Mugello. Ricky immediately trying to get ahead of immediately got ahead of Denny, and now he's going to get ahead of Ark. But Shani also trying to hold back. The 66 while also finding a way to get ahead of the other drivers. As we'll look at a blue demon close to JKR. And JKR just making sure that Intoxicated comes over to the finish line. As we are going from one McLaren to the other McLaren, we are looking at MTL, who's about to come over to the straight. The number 12 with his own designed McLaren 650S GT will win Mugello. Fantastic run right there for the number 12. In second coming in is the Porsche of Intoxicated, then JKR, and then Blue. All 4 of them crossing the line. And the great thing is the Trash Gang duo have a total of, yeah, they have a 2-3. Both have a podium on the Mugello race. Fantastic finish for those guys. Looking at Violet Sky about to cross the line. In 5th, about to make that your top 5. And Jimmy Fuego about to bring it home ahead of his teammate. And gets himself that final point to really score some points here in the LRS GT series. As the other remaining drivers who really have tried to put up a fight, but just did not have a good moment. I am sorry that Demi and Anastasia just... No, but they were really close. But they literally were photo finish. Looking at Metro about to cross the line at 17th. Slaughternaut, who did put up an alright fight. As Ellie, the driver who has completely had a horrible situation. Yeah, just a horrible race. Slaughternaut, who was actually 20th, or is she 18th? I don't know. But yeah, Ellie and Renachi, who had a terrible race on Mugello. Let's see how they'll be doing next in the future. As that is the LRS GT race of round 1 at Mugello. MTL winning the race, and I think he also had a pole position and also the fastest lap. And over 14 seconds of a lead against Intoxicated. As this is currently the point system. MTL in 1st, Intoxicated in 2nd, JKR in 3rd, Blue in 4th, Violet in 5th, and we have Shani in 6th, Ark in 7th, Ricky in 8th, Danny Alistair in 9th, and Jimmy in 10th. So we're about to go next to Portimao in Portugal. So until then, we'll see you at Portugal.